Hi guys, I'm from Tech High Tech, Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Sakuntala Engineering College. I'm here to make a blog about my project demo and PPT, and I'm going to explain my project. And let's get into it. My project is about a web-centric approach for loan risk prediction and stock market visualization. Here I am going to do where the loan amount, I'm going to extract the loan amount. I'm going to take the loan data set and I'm going to make a regression on it. And I'm going to make an analysis through this loan, and I'm going to process the automatic loan verification system. And in the stock market visualization part, I'm going to make it as a two different models, which is CE values and PE volumes. So from this, the investors can get a clear view about which stock to invest. My main objective: loan is essential for all kind of people, and the main objective is to validate the loan, and they need to take and make an analysis on the project. So the main objective of my project is to extract the loan image and make an automatic loan verification and validation system. So stock market is very volatile, where the investors who cannot predict the values before. So if there is a clean visualization technique for it, we can easily able to predict those values. Existing system. In existing system, the manual verification and the traditional systems are very slow, because many loan providers are getting totally confused with this manual verification because it takes time. In modern era, there are many loan companies which is on the field right now. So an automatic verification, an automatic loan verification is very mandatory, and for the company's future growth, it is also required. Manual loan process takes 1 week time to process a loan. So nowadays, if the machine learning techniques, we can easily make the loans more faster, and the human factor will be reduced. In the existing system, the human factor plays a major role. If they send a person to your house and they will do a manual verification and they will process it. So this will be avoided through these types of techniques. The stock market is very difficult to invest. As per the for the new investor, it is very difficult to invest in stock market because they do not have a clear visualization for this stocks. So the stock market verification in the stock visualization is very mandatory for this types of project. Problem definition: competitions are so high, and so as per I already said, competitions are very high, so they need a great amount of fastness is needed. So the company should act fast and make the verification system more faster and more user friendly. High number of loans are given, like there are so many grades has been given, so high number of loans are given, so it must be very clear to make an analysis out of it. After all has been done, and so the process which have been taken is, after all has been done, the amount of data the company providers, the loan providers will have a major amount of data which cannot be analyzed through a traditional system. So that amount of data cannot be analyzed through normal visualization or normal analysis. They cannot do a huge amount of data. So I am implementing this types of regression and this types of linear regression on logistical regression. This will make the loan providers to be easy, and the dashboards which we provide, which will be plays a major role through it. So the visualization of this stock market is very low. So this stock market can be visualization can be play a major role in investing in the stocks. Proposed system. In this project, I have used 1678 observations, and from that I have taken a regression analysis. From that, ROC curves and AUC values, and furthermore the model has been used by data generation, and it can be predicted to the upcoming visualization results. Merits of the proposed systems: the time will be saved through online verification, and the entire loan process can be automatic loan process can be done. and the loss of money will be minimized. So we have the major factor, the root factor. From that, the investors can have a clear think of which stock to invest and which to not. This might be my proposed system. Here I have introduced the user, which sends a HTML page, gets the link from the HTML page, and he goes into the proposed architecture, and the image processing has been done. This is the major proposed system for my project. This might be my data flow diagram. Here the user gets the data from the database and passes through the image to the database, and image processes to it, and the market flow diagram has been created. From these visualization techniques, the user can also access the visualization of the markets and the portfolio basis, which can be solved. These are my system requirements. I have used softwares called as R Studio, and Python. In the hardware requirements, I have used my system has 8 GB RAM, and the processor is about we need a big mass processor to handle this type of large data sets. And R Studio. R is a programming language and a free software environment for statistical computing, and graphics is supported by the R Foundational of Statistical Computing. R Studio is an IDE for R programming language, which is very mostly used for statistical analytic purpose. R was founded by J.J. Aldery, creator of programming language, which has been made a great influence through this R programming language. In Python is a very strong high-level interpreter language, which is a great programming language, and it has most power than R. Comparing R and Python. So R is used for statistical advantage and Python is used for application development. Python is created by Van Rossum and first released in 1991. It provides a constructor that enables clear programming language through both small and large scales. The packages which I have used in Python is PyTestRact, and R packages will be listed on the next slide. So as I said, these are the R packages which I have used, and the Python packages are the last. R I have used Blockdown, ggplot, Sunburst, Digraph, and PyTestRact. By the help of these packages, we are using many functions which I were doing in the program. My modules have been classified into 3 types: automatic loan validation, loan risk prediction, and market visualization. Automatic loan verification. The verification process takes place by the government issued card. So here my project is very simple to this type of image processing. We will get a PAN card image from the customer, and we will process through we will give that PAN card image through Python function, and from that Python code we will get the image back to us through the text format. So what the text format does is the text format will be compared through the image database, which is already there on the government sector. So PAN card has a unique PAN number. So if we can able to extract the unique PAN number, and it is very good for it. And the image which has been extracted from the Python, which will be which we can store in MongoDB or any other databases. PyTestRact extracts the image which we give from through the data. So this might be my screenshot of this project. So I have taken my own PAN card. So from this PAN card, I am extracting the same amount of data from. So you can already see in the right side of this image, the data which I have given Ashwin Kumar has been came there. From the Kumar has also came there, and this image of 24/7 and the date of birth is also came there. So we can get this entire PAN number as just like as that. So we can get the signature parted, and I am working on the signature as a future enhancement. The loan risk prediction. So the huge amounts of loans has been given to it by the loan provider company. So the loan provider company needs an analysis, and he needs to get more and more information about the loan observations. So I have taken the lending club data which is available in Kaggle. So I have imported it, and I am doing many analysis through it. So these types of analysis are made by the system development. ggplot. So ggplot is a R package which is used to just to plot these datas into different values of structures. These datas are very volatile and vital, and we can easily import these types of packages into R, and we can able to make an analysis out of it. Okay, ggplot is a data visualization package for statistical programming language in R. ggplot is an implementation in general scheme of data visualization, which breaks up to a graphs into systematic components such as scales and layers. Diagraph. This diagraph is a time series graph. This diagram is completely shows the time series data sets and which we give into it, which shows the time series graph, and which makes we can make an analysis out of it. Sunbuster. This Sunbuster graph is used to completely modify and the maps of things, and which are also implemented into different fields of structures. Market visualizations. Stock market visualization is one of the major and uh, very needed thing in this world. So my stocks and companies has been made into different types of the streams. From market, it is too difficult to refer all the stocks from the database, and if we can be able to visualization stocks and graphical representations, we are able to invest in most of the of my project. The project demo says is the first three lines. It reads about the packages. So the package's name is readdr. Um, so the readdr reads the package. It takes the package's amount, and the package has a large amount of loading data. It reads CSV, and it reads Excel data, and these readdr data is are very used for data uploading. So the deep layer package is a machine learning package which does the language and regression models, and the ggplot which is used to plot the plotting. The lattices are which is used to create the plotting more accuracy, and the car plot which are used for more another plotting techniques. On the second line, I have explained that the already I said that the readdr package is used, and the read CSV has been taken in the data inside. So first, before data, we need to do pre-processing. In pre-processing, there are many techniques which can be when the data is loaded, it will be on the raw data. So we need to do pre-processing, and the pre-processing steps are given here, which is loan ID is equal to loan as a factor. First, I am converting everything as a factor, so I can easily manage the data through it. So I'm managing everything as dot factor, and so the data will be I'm loading will be completely and be plotted. So this line in ggplot data loan AAC loan amount, I'm taking the loan amount only, and I'm plotting it as a histogram. So here bin 40 color equal to blue, and I have used the fill colors for this project. So I have taken the loan amount, and I have taken the count of the loan which is present here. So this gives an clear example of how the loan amount has been worked through this process. This is a bar graph, and this is a die graph which is used for as a time series graph. So I have taken the loan amount here and the loan density here, which will shows the correct angle of the things. Here we have taken the loan amount and count. Here I am taking the loan amount and the density, which can just exactly shows that it has gone above 7.5 e to 0.5, and the loan amount has reached the maximum state of 40,000 at the maximum rate. So we have just witnessed these types of process. So at the second graph which we are seeing here, this graph shows about the loan amount and the count through the grade system. So grade system is very important, because for the loan provider company they have so much of loan amounts. So this is very important on the loan basis. So the loan A's value, loan B's value, loan C value, loan D value, these are very important for the loan providers. And this ggplot has been taken into the loan amount and the density. Since we have seen here at the loan amount and the loan count, we are also seeing here about the density of the loan plot. This is much the loan process has been created, and we can, from this types of graphs, we can easily refer which point has been grown into longer. terms. So this is the graph which shows the total amount on the left hand side and the issue dates. So the issue date is the very important, and how much people are being issued through the issue dates. If this graph has been loaded, so we can't see the lower amounts, x-axis amounts, so which is so much higher. The company loan providers, as I said before itself, the company needs to analyze how much grade amount their loans has been paid. So this graph shows amounts the A's total amount paid to the paid from the providers. This B graph shows this much of these eight from A to G. These graphs shows different kinds of values. So this gas is a box plot. So here we have shown here the median. This is a three quartile thing. So the first one here is the third quartile, and this is the second quartile, and this might be the first quartile. The black side lines which we are seeing is called as median. So in this box plot, we are able to see how much amount has been given. This is any, this is mortgage, none, own, and rent. From this box plot, we can easily see what is the ownership of the amount causes. The box first plus the interest rate. So the loan providers will also fix an interest for each types of loans, and they need to analyze which of their loans were most highest interest and which of the loans were lowest interest. So by this they can make more profit. Interest makes a profit for the company. So the box plot has been, interest has been taken into it. So the A, B, C, D, and E, F, G. So these types of box plot which is going shows the serious amount of the things. So A has less interest and G has highest interest. That's only G's interest was too high, so the loan amount paid us was totally low. We can just directly see here A's amount was totally high. Let's consider A as a child student loan, so and B as a jewelry loan, and C has a farmer loan. Let's take it like this. So we can easily see the farmer loan has been taken into the most highest part. So we can easily say these types of loans are getting more higher. Even the interest rate as medium, the C's amount has been totally raised it. So we can easily understand these types of while seeing these types of graphical representation, we can easily able to understand which type of the loan has been gone most. And this is the chart of level shows how the loan is paid or not. Loan is fully paid, or loan is currently, or loan is charged off. These graphs shows amount, the loan amount which has been paid or not. So we can easily say what are the types which is say like charged off, current, default, and does not limit the credit policy, or charged off, fully paid, fully paid. These explains things which are inside the loan amount. So these types of data cannot be seen even a large humongous data set has been created. So this is a blocks plot, and here we have shown the status of the loan and the loan amount, charged off, fully paid, late, and others. These types of which is completely shows amount where is the mean and where is the mode has been taken a place. So let's come into this confusion matrix. See, this confusion matrix shows about whether the loan has been completely accuracy or not. So we have from -1 to -1, so which completely says the true positive plus true negative shows the value of the project. So we have taken the loan amount and the loan amount. This is the true positive and this is the true negative, which comes into 1. These types of loans has been completely correlated. So this car plot methods use the loan amounts as confusion matrix, which clearly refers where the point is 0.95, which is it is highly correlated to the line. So this is very low, very strongly correlated, and these graphs are 0, which is not negatively correlated. So the line of the graph has been stays like this. So it is a positively correlated line. From this we can easily say the amount has been completely raising it. And the loan distribution amount, this is the graph which shows the loan distribution amount, which is completely at the maximum amount of the loan has been taken off. So the bar chart amount which has been taken into each child. So this gives the maximum amount of the for the loan providers from which state, from which city loans are getting the most. For a loan provider company, they need to analyze where, in which state the loans are getting so totally high. Let's take an example. Let's take AZ as Arizona. So the Arizona loan amount is completely high, so it is very the loan providers can see the Arizona peoples are taking more loans from their company. These types of loan representations are very useful and very important for the loan providers to analyze their data. And this graph shows how much of the density of the air for their loan provider company. So let's we can take this as a Arizona. So there is an easily find the graphical representation. I have taken the American data set, so I have represented the American map. So this is my project demo, and I have completed it. Thank you.